Unless you're going to spend top dollar on a flagship smartphone, chances are your phone's going to have a few compromises. I like to call these the 5 cringeworthy cop-outs of cheap phones. But here's a secret. A new Chinese phone has a low price, but doesn't cop out on these features. This 5.7-inch Mi Note, made by startup Xiaomi, is ruining it for all the others because it costs $370 and in some ways outclasses $750 phablets. You could get 2 Mi Notes for the price of one iPhone 6 Plus out of contract. Let's see how the Mi Note stacks up with these cheap phone cop-outs. I expected the Mi Note to have a lousy camera, but it turns out it's got one of the best I've seen on an Android phone. Like the iPhone 6 Plus and Samsung Galaxy Note, the Mi Plus has optical image stabilization. In a test shoot-off, the 8-megapixel iPhone shots had richer colors, but the 13-megapixel Mi Note often produced better detail. There are also some unique Mi Note camera tricks, like Beautify Mode, which identifies the gender and age of its subjects and automatically pretties them up by smoothing skin or making their eyes larger. No plasticky Samsung, the Mi Note is a glass and aluminum wonder. The front and back are both made of curved glass, so it feels slick in your hand, but you definitely wouldn't want to drop it on the sidewalk. The Mi Note is ridiculously thin, both slimmer and lighter than the iPhone 6 Plus, without the unsightly bulge around the back to fit in a camera lens like high-end Apple and Samsung phablets. The Mi Note doesn't skimp on horsepower. It has last year's state-of-the-art processor, and it feels like butter when you're scrolling. It is slower than the iPhone 6 Plus and Nexus 6, but you'd have to be playing graphics-intensive games to notice. The Mi Note gets a pass on battery life, because it lasted through a full day of pretty heavy app use. This thin design does have its trade-offs. The Mi Note lasted a full hour less than the 10 hours I got with the iPhone 6 Plus in a web browsing stress test. Xiaomi's software is the clearest, fastest take on Android I've seen. It's particularly well suited for anyone switching from an iPhone. Gone are the most confusing elements that turn up on popular Android phones, like Samsung's row of hieroglyphic notification icons. There's no drawer of apps, they're all on the home screen, like in Apple's iOS. It's not that Xiaomi didn't cut a few corners to reach that $370 price. It's missing a few nice-to-have features like expandable storage and a removable battery. I really missed a fingerprint reader for unlocking the screen and making purchases. But it's leagues ahead of the competition, all those Android phones given away for cheap or for free with 2-year service contracts. If this Xiaomi phone sounds like a good idea, there's just one problem. The Mi Note is only sold in China. But Xiaomi is shaking up the smartphone industry, and its rise could eventually bring cheaper phones to everyone.